Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. When I saw that we had a vacancy for a speaker, and I was like, I'll do it, I'll help out. And then I was like, oh no, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I have this magazine that was sitting on my coffee table, Psychology Today. I don't know if anybody in here reads this magazine. It is amazing. Every month they have some just intricate way of how they explain things in the world. But the one that really caught my eye was dating on demand. Now, I'm no expert on dating on demand. However, it was an opportunity for me to solicit some of my friends who definitely feel that they are experts in this arena. So through reading this article, I did some studies to kind of get some statistics. I asked around some of my friends, and I got some good advice from my 13-year-old daughter as well. So I felt really equipped to come up and talk to you about dating on demand. And through this evolution, reading some articles, one of the words that they used for online dating was desperate. That was a word that was used continuously anytime people would refer to online dating. Well, come to find out now, the study was just completed 2 weeks ago, that there are over 54 million single people today. So there's hope for some of us. And reading this, I was like, well, wow, how many of these people are participating in online dating? And I was surprised because they said that online dating is actually the second most popular way to meet someone. The first is through a mutual friend, but 84%, so 42 million people are signed up and participating in online dating. And I was like, well, goodness, this is wonderful. I'm like, well, how much profit does these people make as far as, for online dating? This industry is over $1 billion industry. The average person spends $239 a month to participate on a dating site. So, and it says that, and it kind of, I won't bore you with all the statistics, but it was just it continued to go on, and I was just engrossed by all of this information. And one thing I found was really 3 catching words, because I was like, oh my goodness, my speech is on words, and I could stand up here and read you profiles of words that people choose to use to kind of catch your attention, and they're very interesting. But one of them was identity, and that's one that really stuck out to me, because really identity is defined as the tension between how you see yourself and how others connect to you on a personal level and in a social group, which I was like, okay, that makes sense. Then I started to go through a little bit more, because when you're filling out these online dating sites and profiles, they ask a lot of questions. eHarmony has over 400 questions that you have to answer in order to complete their survey, to go through their process. So when kind of looking through this, you really have to take the second form of the identity was the self-perception. How do I see myself? So when you're filling this out and you're describing yourself as far as your hair color, your eye color, your body type, what your preferences are, what your hobbies are, what your likes, and this is really what people are reading in conjunction with seeing you. And they're kind of matching, oh, we connect, this makes sense, this is great. Then you get the misrepresentation piece of that. And that's where their big disconnect is where some people think and they see themselves as one way, and the reality in meeting them is another. And I would like to share with you 3 examples of what people lie about the most. Women. The 3 top things that we lie about is our age, our weight, and our relationship status. Men, the top 3 things reported was height, check. I agree, I concur. Body, height, income, and relationship status as well. So looking at this and thinking, gosh, the top 3 things, and 2 of them are compatible with women and men, that we are lying about our relationship status is scary amongst itself. So knowing that there's 84% of people that are participating in this online dating, it takes an absorbent amount of time to fill out 400 questions. If you don't think you know yourself, going through this process, you will really definitely know yourself. And asking other people to kind of help and participate in this. Well, through this article that inspired me to come up and speak in regards to dating on demand is a new geosocial app that has hit the runway. So historically speaking, as far as online dating, a lot of the time was spent behind the computer. Well, now due to smartphones, the evolution of the demand part is just through the roof. So now we can download apps. So if you are a part of Match.com, eHarmony, Christian Mingle, there's an app for that. which I love that tagline. But the new one that I wanted to share with you guys today, and I don't know if anybody's heard of this one, it's called Tinder. Tinder. And I will tell you, for anybody even in here that's married or has a relationship, I think my married friends have more fun on this app than I do. But what it is, this new evolution about how you don't really read through everybody's like script. It's more about proximity and wanting to be close to somebody to really expedite that process of getting to meet them, which has to go into the GPS. So basically how Tinder works is there's 3 levels. You will see somebody's face, their first name, and their age. That's all you really see. And basically it'll flash up on your screen, on your smartphone, and you can swipe left if you're not interested, or you can hit a little X, or a heart means you're interested. Well, if you're interested in them, and they're interested in you, then it opens up this cyberspace chat room, which is, I mean, that's really exciting to be like, oh yeah, it's a connection. And then you just kind of start through, talking with them, on this. But it's very mild, because obviously you're not getting a lot of information about the person. However, it also is tied to Facebook. So you have to have a Facebook account. What's great about this is that you can see mutual friends. So if you have friends with them, even though you don't know their last name, you can stalk them through Facebook, which is a really good thing. That'll tell you everything about them. So that is one really, really nice thing that does have that. Another great aspect about the GPS and tracking and on demand is you can take your smartphone anywhere you go. So when I was in Colorado, Little Rock this week, and I open up the app, it will populate people within a certain vicinity. So if on my settings, the only 2 settings that you put in are the age requirements that you're looking for and the proximity of how close you want. So even when I'm in Little Rock, I can pull it up and it'll tell me people within that. So I know I'm running out of time because I just got the red card. There's a lot more information if you'd like to read this article. It's great for anybody who would like that. And I just want to leave you with, love the one you're near.